Yorkshire battle to important win over Northamptonshire. Dom Bess picked up 7 wickets for Yorkshire to restrict Northamptonshire's lead, but once again they'd struggled a little with the bat on day 2, finishing the day 6 down for 159 runs, their lead 147, ahead of a delicately balanced third day in Northampton. And the good work with the ball from the hosts continued on the morning of day 3. Thompson removed by Sanderson, Yorkshire with just 3 wickets remaining. But Brook was still there, already with 50 to his name, and looking for more. He batted his way into the 90s through the opening period of play. Patterson couldn't stay with him, another for Sanderson, the number 9 undone by a short pitch delivery. Brook did find his way to his 200 runs on the board for his side first, before a dab down to third man took him to 3 figures for the 3rd time in his career, and in tough conditions too. Another partner would fall by the wayside though, Yorkshire down to their final wicket when Code handed a catch back to Taylor, at least he could smile about it. That put the pressure on Brook, and it told. He was trying to force the issue when he was caught in the deep off Kerrigan, the Northamptonshire spinner with a well-deserved fifer. Yorkshire all out for 217, Northamptonshire set 206 to win. Brook had been the only batsman to look comfortable in the tricky conditions, his 100 key for Yorkshire in what had been a low-scoring affair. That was largely due to the spinners, Kerrigan's fifer contributing to the 16 wickets taken by the Slowies so far in the match. The chase was on for Northamptonshire, but it didn't get off to the best of starts. First innings leading light, Ricardo Vasconcelos dispensed with before he could do too much damage. LBW to Patterson for 10. Lunch came soon after, the score 17 for 1, and there was no doubt furrowed brows in the home dressing room. There was more cause for concern after the break. Thurston out for just 1 to Patterson. And then another. Gay out for 8 off the bowling of Bess, the wheels threatening to come off of Northamptonshire's chase before it had even got into full flow. The carnage continued. Keogh next to go, caught at short leg for Bess's 9th in the match. Zaib could do little better, out for 9 to Olifia. The sight of Luke Proctor back on the field of play was good to see after missing the 2nd day due to personal reasons. He and Taylor shepherded their side to 50 runs. And for the first time in the innings, Northamptonshire had a partnership that stuck together, the score up to the 90s, and the 6th wicket duo worth a crucial 50 runs. Yorkshire nerves were eased though when Taylor got his big swipe all wrong and fell LBW to Code for 40. Berg was gone before the end of the over. He lasted just 4 balls before he was caught by North East. Parnell got them to 100 runs, but the way in which he reached the mark showed the momentum was with the Yorkshire attack, and he'd fall in the final over before tea, run out by Thompson from mid-on, and Northamptonshire surely heading for defeat now. Nobody seemed to give Kerrigan the memo. He was dancing down to Bess after the break as the target dipped into the 70s. And the 9th wicket partnership really started to worry their visitors. Refusing to be overawed by the circumstances, they continued to build, and the score was starting to edge ever closer to the target. But their resistance was finally brought to an end by Olifia, who first had Kerrigan caught behind, and then 2 balls later, it was all over. Sanderson out LBW for a duck, and Yorkshire had sealed the win by 53 runs. The result means they now have 141 points, more than any other side in the tournament, albeit with games still going. Northamptonshire are now 28 points behind Yorkshire and will sign off the group stage next week when they take on Glamorgan in Cardiff. Yorkshire won't be too concerned with what happens in Manchester tomorrow. Their last match at this stage of the competition is a real juicy affair. It'll be back at Emerald Headingley against the old enemy Lancashire.